Indian Army, as you all know, is a volunteer force. And within Army, there's another volunteer force called the paratroopers. The ones with the maroon beret on their head and the paratroopers' wings proudly on their chest. In 2008, a letter came to my regiment seeking volunteers for Parachute Air Defense Battery. The awe and fear it generated in everyone around was very intriguing. I didn't know much about paras then, but now I wanted to. Despite all my unit officers warning me that no woman in air defense has cleared the para probation till date, I volunteered to undergo the probation. I reached Agra, the abode of the paratroopers. I underwent the probation with all my might. I really tried very hard. The results were announced. I was not selected. I was taken aback. I mean, I had given my 100%, but that couldn't get me past. At that point of time, boys and girls, I asked myself, how bad do I want to be a paratrooper? Am I ready to give it my last bit? I answered myself in a yes. If I wanted it so bad, I should have died trying. I did not. That means I did not try hard enough. My 100% wasn't enough. I had to give more. I volunteered to undergo the probation again. The second probation got over too. I had a resolve. I'll give it what it takes. Nothing less than that. The results were announced, and this time I was selected. Hearing the result, I just stood there. I mean, I was trying to absorb it all. And when I walked, I think I actually wasn't walking on the ground a little above it. Probably I felt taller and lighter. The time that I spent in Agra with the paratroopers and the probation taught me the difference between the big and small things of life. The bond between people who are ready to spill blood for each other are stronger even than blood relations, absolutely unparalleled. After this life-altering experience, boys and girls, I got third time lucky and I landed in Officers Training Academy again, and this time as an instructor. Absolutely overwhelming and proud. The awe instructors inspire in their cadets is absolutely unparalleled. Colonel Mitali was my cadet while I was training in the academy. So, entrusted with this responsibility of shaping the future soldiers of our army, I entered the Officers Training Academy. I tried very hard to be worthy of the pedestal an instructor has in the life of a cadet. I tried hard to give them all I had, to train them, to make them become the soldier that we want to have in the army. I was really happy and very satisfied after the tenure. I remember an incident, not of the academy. I was participating in a shooting competition. So it was 10-meter air pistol. And after the initial rounds, there were 8 finalists who were selected. And I was so happy that in those 8, I was there, and rest all 7 were my cadets. And I felt really proud when they won the gold and silver, and I had to settle for the bronze. And it was a wonderful life-enriching experience for me. Now, talking of experiences, I'm sure most of you would have heard about people telling you how they flew from one place to another in an aircraft, or maybe pilots telling you how they fly an aircraft and they love flying. Well, to all such people and pilots especially, can I have these slides, please? No, not this one. All right, they've already done what I'd wanted to do. So to all such pilots who say they fly the aircraft and they love flying, I say that if sitting in an aircraft is flying, then sitting in a boat is swimming. If you really want to fly, then you'll have to jump out of the aircraft and skydive. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to the world of human flight. I first tasted flight in December 2008, when after my para probation, we were sent for the para basic course. It's called basic course because there we do static line jumps. We are taught how to jump off an aircraft and land with the help of a parachute. Now this jumper, when we wear the parachute, we sit in an aircraft, The parachute is attached to the aircraft. We just have to jump off. There's this static line which gets stretched and deploys the parachute. So the flight is of just about 2-3 seconds. So this is the basic level of skydiving. My first jump was in December 2008, and standing on the jumping door of the aircraft, I still remember I could hear my heart beat very loudly. Though the engine and all is there, but I could still hear my heartbeat very loudly. And the light in the aircraft turned from red to yellow to green, and I just took a leap of faith and was off the aircraft. We were a stick of 10 who jumped one after the other. And when we all landed, it was like a festival. We were like, wow, we've done one of the craziest things probably. Soon after, we were introduced to something more crazy. This was called the free fall, skydiving, as some of you might know it. Now, how skydiving differs from the static line jump, or how free fall differs is, in free fall, the jumper wears the parachute, and it is not attached to any part of the aircraft. The jumper has to just jump off the aircraft with an altimeter on their hand. At a pre-decided altitude, they have to deploy their parachute. So from the time you jump off the aircraft and you deploy your parachute, you are in free fall. You are actually flying. During this time, the jumper has to track towards a particular place, maybe do some rolls or slide or go towards another jumper. So during this time, we are actually flying. These free fallers are called the pathfinders. They are the first ones to be dropped in the enemy territory. They secure the dropping zone for the other paratroopers to land. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through a flight of dreams. Can you play the video, please? Thank you so much. I know most of you would be wanting to just go and do skydiving right now. Well, there's just one more impactful event that I want to share with you all. This event that happened with me really changed my life. And whatever I've shared till now with you, nothing comes a close second. This really changed me and made me a better human being. This event is Aditi, the love of my life, my 9-year-old daughter. The best thing that has happened to me, this is certainly my greatest blessing. I spent 18 years in the army now. I've done soldiering, done a master's degree, played games, skydiving, motorcycle rally, quite a few things. I say with conviction, there is no job or task in this world that is more challenging or satisfying than raising your child. As children, we don't realize what we really mean to our parents or what they undergo while raising us. I mean, try to look at it. This is one job in the world where I really want to be my best in. I have set my own standards, which are very high. And then if you slacken a little or you are not able to meet your own expectations while raising a child, the guilt is huge. I mean, I've had a wonderful time raising my daughter. I mean, not always. Things have been very difficult too. I had to balance my professional dream of wearing this olive greens and my personal responsibility of raising Aditi and raising her well. I am proud to say that my organization has helped me fulfill my personal responsibility of raising her, and my family rose to help me live my professional dream. It would not have been possible without their help and support. So boys and girls, exhort you to have gratitude for your parents. And lastly, please do identify your passion. I believe every human being who's born must realize, must know his or her passion. All of you must have dreams, and then go all out to achieve your dreams. Whether you succeed or you fail is very, very secondary, but you must make an effort. I always pray to the Almighty. I pray to God that on my deathbed, let me not have any regrets of not achieving any of my dreams, at least not for the want of effort. Please give me strength to try with all my might to be all that I ever wanted to be. Boys and girls, do not fear failures. मनुष्य के साहस से बड़ी कोई विपदा नहीं, हारा वही है जो लड़ा नहीं. So please fight it out, go all out after your dreams, believe in yourself, and take the leap of faith. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.